You might have youthful skin, but how old are your blood vessels? Don't confuse living long with living well. True health starts deep within your arteries. Today, I'm not giving you a long list of random activities. Instead, we're focusing on a scientifically proven path to reverse your vascular aging naturally. Based on the analysis of 200 clinical trials, I will show you the golden roadmap to rejuvenate your circulatory system without relying on invasive drugs. Imagine being able to turn back the clock by 10 years. This is not a dream. It is the power of targeted physiological stimulation of your body. On the left, a stiff, aging vessel. On the right, the elastic pathway of youth. Which one do you want carrying life-giving oxygen through your weary body? We are moving beyond basic advice. We are diving into the cellular mechanics of how your heart and vessels can actually heal themselves with the right movements. The evidence is overwhelming. By following these 3 specific exercises, you can effectively clear the path for blood to flow freely once again, starting right now. Forget the fear of aging. Join me as we explore the science of movement and discover how to become the primary architect of your own internal health. Many patients tell me they fear exercise because their blood pressure is high. They worry that moving too much might actually trigger a dangerous sudden stroke. This is a dangerous misconception. The temporary rise in blood pressure during activity is exactly what your body needs to trigger the release of nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as your body's natural miracle drug. It relaxes your vessel walls, improves elasticity, and keeps your blood flowing smoothly and very efficiently. Without this natural stimulus, your arteries become brittle and narrow. Movement creates the mechanical pressure necessary to keep the inner lining of your vessels healthy and active. We need precision in our approach, not fear. Understanding that a short-term spike in pressure leads to long-term vascular health is the first step toward recovery. The endothelium is the master regulator of your cardiovascular health. It senses every beat and every surge, responding by keeping your entire system flexible and very strong. Clinical data shows that the more we safely challenge our vessels, the more they adapt. This adaptation is the secret to reversing the process of atherosclerosis. Let's bust the myth right now. Avoiding activity is far more dangerous than controlled exercise. Your heart is a muscle that thrives on consistent rhythmic physical challenges. When blood pumps faster, it creates a scrubbing effect on the vessel walls. This shear stress is vital for clearing out debris and maintaining cellular integrity. Your body has an incredible capacity for self-repair. By providing the right mechanical signals, you activate genes that promote healing and prevent further damage to vessels. Now that we understand the science, let's move to the practical steps. We will start with a classic exercise that remains the foundation of all cardiovascular health. The first golden exercise is moderate-intensity aerobic activity. This simple movement is the most powerful tool we have to improve overall blood circulation and heart function. Whether it is walking briskly or cycling gently, the key is maintaining a steady rhythmic pace that challenges your breathing without leaving you completely exhausted or gasping. As you walk, your heart sends a surge of blood through every mile of your vascular network, feeding every cell and refreshing your entire internal biological environment. Meet Dorothy, 71 years old. She spent years in a wheelchair, terrified that any sudden movement would cause her heart to fail or her blood pressure to skyrocket. Her doctors told her her arteries were like old, brittle pipes. She felt trapped in a body that was aging faster than her spirit was ready to accept. But Dorothy chose to fight back. She started with just 5 minutes of walking, gradually increasing her time as her confidence and her physical strength slowly returned. Within 12 weeks, something miraculous happened. The cane was gone, her steps were firm, and she was walking 30 minutes every day with a bright, healthy glow. Clinical tests confirmed the change. Her arterial elasticity had improved significantly. Her blood vessels were now as flexible as someone 10 years younger than her actual age. The data doesn't lie. Rhythmic movement softens the arteries, reversing the hardening process that we once thought was an inevitable and permanent part of the aging process. Dorothy is proof that it is never too late. Consistency is your greatest ally. 30 minutes a day can literally save your life and restore your mobility. You don't need to run a marathon. Simply moving enough to raise your heart rate slightly is sufficient to trigger the rejuvenating effects of aerobic exercise today. Watch as the weeks go by and your body transforms. The heart becomes stronger, the vessels become more compliant, and your energy levels will begin to soar. Dorothy's story is a beacon of hope for everyone. If she could do it, so can you. Now, let's look at the second vital pillar of vascular health. The second golden exercise is resistance training. Many people believe that lifting weights is only for the young or for those wanting to build massive, heavy muscles. In reality, resistance training is a critical medicine for your arteries. When your muscles contract against resistance, they create a unique type of internal pressure on vessels. This pressure creates shear stress, which is a powerful signal for the endothelium to produce protective enzymes and strengthen the structural integrity of your entire vascular system. Meet Robert, 69. He was told to avoid heavy lifting because of his high blood pressure. This advice led to muscle loss and further narrowing of his arteries. Robert started with simple resistance bands. By engaging his muscles, he began to pump blood back to his heart more efficiently, reducing the workload on his cardiac muscle. He moved on to chair squats, using his largest muscle groups to stimulate full-body circulation. This is the muscle pump that acts as a second heart for you. The most amazing result? Robert's plaques became more stable. Resistance training helps build a cap over plaques, making them much less likely to rupture and cause a stroke. Look at Robert now. The swelling in his legs is gone, his skin is vibrant, and he moves with a strength that he hasn't felt in over 2 decades. Muscle tissue is an active metabolic organ. By keeping it strong, you ensure that your blood is constantly being moved and filtered throughout your entire life-supporting system. Daily tasks become easier when your vessels are supported by strong muscles. Carrying groceries or climbing stairs becomes a form of therapy rather than a dangerous physical chore. We must view muscle as the primary organ of longevity. Without strength, our vascular system lacks the support it needs to stay resilient against the stresses of time. Robert's journey proves that resistance is not just for bodybuilders. It is for anyone who wants to live a long, vibrant life with a heart that is strong. Now, we move to a fascinating and very accessible technique that is perfect for those with limited mobility or joint pain. It's called isometric training. The third golden exercise is isometric training. This involves holding a static position, such as a wall sit, without any actual movement in your joints or your limbs. Even though you aren't moving, your muscles are working incredibly hard. This creates a unique physiological state that is exceptionally beneficial for your overall blood pressure management. During the hold, blood flow is momentarily restricted. When you release, a massive surge of fresh, oxygenated blood rushes through the vessels, expanding them to their fullest. Carol, 74, suffered from severe knee pain. She couldn't walk long distances or lift weights, making her feel like her health was in a downward, painful spiral. Isometrics were her solution. By leaning against a wall and holding a gentle squat, she was able to exercise her cardiovascular system without putting stress on her knees. This is the spring effect. Recent studies show that isometric exercises are actually the most effective way to lower resting blood pressure, even more than traditional running. Carol focused on her breath, staying calm under the tension. This taught her nervous system how to remain relaxed, even when her body was under significant physical stress. Her blood pressure numbers dropped to levels she hadn't seen in years. By simply holding a position for a few minutes a day, she transformed her vascular health. You can even do this with a simple hand grip. Squeezing a ball and holding it can trigger a full-body relaxation response in your arteries within just a few minutes. Carol is no longer limited by her pain. She has found a way to keep her heart and vessels young, proving that there is always a way forward. Static tension is a powerful secret. It's like cleaning your pipes with a gentle but firm pressure, ensuring every corner of your body receives the nourishment it needs. As we conclude, remember that safety is paramount. Always monitor your progress and keep a detailed diary of your blood pressure and how you feel each day. If your blood pressure is above 180/110, stop and consult your doctor. Never stop your medication without a professional medical consultation and a clear plan. You are not a passive patient. You are a partner in your own healing. Every step, every rep, and every hold is a gift to your future self. Start today. Your blood vessels deserve the chance to be young again. Thank you for joining me on this journey to a healthier, more vibrant heart and life.